Welcome to Talking with J'Niyah. In today's episode, y'all, we're diving into friendships in your 20s, the real, the raw, and what that looks like for us women. Make sure you stay connected and follow me on Instagram at MSJa'Niyah. Let's get into it. I don't know about y'all, but life feels a lot more serious now. Some people are getting married, some people are figuring things out, and that can create a lot of distance, but it's okay because it doesn't mean that you did something wrong or they did something wrong. It just means that life is shifting and you gotta be okay with the shift. So the way that I define genuine friendships, or should I say the qualities that I look for, is honesty, support, prayer, and no competition. It looks like someone celebrating me without being jealous, someone correcting me when I'm wrong, someone checking up on me or praying for me even when I'm not asking for prayer at that time. A real friend pushes you closer to God and not away. Those are the things that you should look for if you are seeking genuine friendships. If it's not bearing any of those things, then I would double check to see if that's even a friendship that you want to be in. How do you know if a friendship is seasonal or lifelong? The way that I can tell a friendship is not lifelong but is seasonal is when I'm noticing things, I'm trying to grow. I'm even telling my friend, hey, like, you should do this. You need to grow a little bit here. You're doing good here. Let's improve there. Is when that friend is not really trying to hear it. They're not trying to grow. They're stagnant. They're not even pushing me to grow to the best of my ability. And that's how I know a friendship that I'm in is probably not lifelong, but seasonal. And not everyone is meant to stay forever. I know that we get caught up in wanting that, like we want someone that we love or we enjoy spending time with to stay forever, but sometimes it's just not like that. Like sometimes, or most of the time, a lot of things are seasonal and it's not meant to stay forever. And we gotta be okay with knowing and letting it go once we figure it out. And we have to discern when a friendship is seasonal and when a friendship is lifelong. Once we discern and we kind of accept that, we can move smoothly and we won't be so caught up in trying to keep someone in a time where it's meant for them to go. When you're in a season where things are shifting and people are leaving, it doesn't mean that they were fake. It just means their assignment in your life is complete and they have no use, or you have no use of them being in your life present. It's okay to outgrow a friendship without drama. I think we should normalize that in this generation. We don't have to leave a friendship or a thing or relationship and cause friction. We can literally leave at a peaceful term. Understand, growth sometimes requires separation. It is okay to outgrow a friend. I had a friend that I loved dearly, but we didn't have the same goals, morals, or mindset anymore. And at that point, I knew that it was time for a change. It was time for a shift, and growth had to happen. And sometimes you can't grow until you release certain things in people. And that was one of the situations for me where I just had to kind of just let that go. And there was no drama there. I just understood we had two different mindsets and we want two different things. Let's talk about red flags to look out for in your friendships. For me, I look out for jealousy, gossip, one-sided energy. Those are the three important things that I look, or I make sure I'm not seeing them in the friendship. If I see them, I gotta go because I don't need that. But friendships should feel refreshing. It shouldn't feel draining. A big red flag for me is when a friend cannot clap for me. If I share something that happened that was good, a win for me, and you're not clapping, but you're trying to change the subject and switch the topic and talk about you, that's something that I'm gonna be concerned about. I'm gonna side eye you because at that point it's not about you. You should want to clap for your friend and celebrate your friend, and just you celebrate their wins and be there for them even in the losses. Like, be there for both. So let me just say this real quick. The friendship that you are longing for, that you want, the qualities, make sure that you have them yourself so that it doesn't feel one-sided. Because when you're looking for a friend that is supportive, that claps for you, that tells you when you're wrong, but you can't be that friend to someone else, it's hypocritical. So make sure the qualities that you're looking for in a friend, make sure you have those same qualities too. Clap for your friends, celebrate them, check them when they're wrong. Don't just celebrate them, and not say, hey, like, I think you should switch this up a little bit, or that didn't sound right when you said this. So make sure you're that friend first before you try to look for that in other people and not have it yourself. The big misconception for women is that we're always in competition with one another. We're always jealous. And we need to switch it up. I don't like that for us, okay? Comparison can creep in, and you gotta catch it. You gotta catch it when you see it, when you feel it, when you feel like you're comparing. Catch it right there, because comparison, it always leads to jealousy. Never compare yourself, especially to your friend. Never compare, but look at it as room for growth in an area that you're lacking in. A lot of times, comparison can creep in with relationships or careers. You see a friend, she's getting married, or you see one of your friends, she's doing her thing, something that you want to do. She's growing, whether that's social media, the corporate world. Like, comparison can creep in if you let it. Like, it's a door for comparison in every aspect, whatever it is. And I don't know. I just feel like a lot of jealousy comes from insecurity, because if you were secure, you wouldn't be jealous about something that is going on with your friend or anybody at that point. Like, a lot of jealousy, it stems from insecurity. Sometimes women see another woman winning, and instead of feeling inspired, they feel threatened. And I don't know why we're like that. I've experienced it myself. You shouldn't feel threatened when another woman is winning. You should see it as an opportunity to maybe ask questions, or if that's something that you're interested in, sit down with her, hear her out. She could put you on to something. But instead, we feel threatened, and we close that door for opportunity to see how she even got there in the first place. And in sisterhood, every win or your sister's win is your win too. That's how you should always look at it. If your sister is winning in an area in her life, whether it's relationships, friendships, career, school, whatever it is, a win for her is a win for you. So balancing old friendships and trying to make space for the new ones can be a little difficult, but it's not impossible to perfect that and create that balance. I know personally, some of my old friends, they still have a place in my heart. I still love them dearly. But I'm also making room, and I'm also giving way of opportunity for the new friendships to come in. I have hope for new friendships. I don't just dwell on like the old, past friendships that I had, and that, when a shift happens, they had to go or I had to go. I don't sit there and dwell. I still love them, but again, you gotta make room for the new friendships and things of that nature. So balance can look like you taking inventory on who's adding value to your life and who's subtracting it, who's reminding you of who you are, and who's telling you something that you're not. That's where the real inventory and for balance take place. I've learned that I don't have to cut off every old friend to welcome the new ones. Some people will always be fam to me, regardless. But I also, again, I leave room for God to bring in new friendships and people that He feel aligns with the season that I'm currently in. The one friendship lesson that I wish I learned sooner is to, test out the person that you're getting to know, just like you would in relationships. Test out that friend, that girl that you're getting to know. Don't become so bestie. Like, don't pour out all that energy until that woman has proved, or that friend has proven to be someone that you can invest energy into. One friendship lesson that I wish I learned sooner is that you do not have to pour out and give so much energy into someone that you're just meeting. Just like you would do for a relationship, you'll get to know that person, see if they're worth you investing into them emotionally, your time, etc. You should take that same way of getting to know someone into your friendships. Like, a lot of times as women, we can be so much caught into, the glitz and the glamour. We see another woman who we share similarities with, and we want to be buddy so quick. We don't get to know her, see if she's gossip girl. We don't check her resume. Like, sometimes we can get caught up and we're so quick to sister and just become best friends with a person. And that's where we go wrong, because we didn't test if she can keep a secret. You didn't test if, she'll support you. You didn't test any of those things. Instead, you just jumped into it. And we do that sometimes in relationships. And that's where we mess up at. And I think a mistake for many of us is trusting too fast and ignoring all the red flags. And that's a lesson that shaped me personally and how I view and look into new relationships today. And not everyone deserves full access to me. Not everyone deserves full access to you. Personally, I used to give best friend energy to people who hadn't proven themselves to me. And I ended up hurt. And now I move with more wisdom. I'm checking things that I wasn't checking before. I'm moving with discernment. All those things are good when you're getting to know someone. Ladies, let's stop being so quick to just jump in there instead of checking the fruits, seeing what this person brings to the table and how y'all can support each other. One piece of advice that I'd give to women in regards to building authentic friendships is that friendships should always align with where God is taking you. My advice would be to pray for the type of friend that you want and to be the type of friend that you want. Because you attract what you give. So if you want someone who's supportive, make sure you're supportive to the friends that's around right now. If you want someone to check you and not, overlook your wrongs so that you can grow, make sure you're checking your friends. Make sure you're, being open to someone checking you in the first place. Because if you're not open to it, I don't know if you'll make that space or room for growth. So definitely be that friend that you want someone to be to you. 2 scriptures that I have for y'all in regards to friendships is, one is Proverbs 18-24, and it reads, "One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." And I mean, that just kind of goes over what I just said about being that friend that you want someone to be to you. Be that reliable friend, because from there, you get that reliable friend back. What you give is what you get. The second verse that I have for y'all is Proverbs 27:9, and it says, "Sweet friendships refresh the soul and awaken our hearts with joy. For good friends are like the anointing oil that yields the fragrant incense of God's presence." And so all friendships should be refreshing. If it's not, you need to double check the friendship that you're in. You shouldn't feel drained. You should feel like you're growing. You shouldn't feel like you're stagnant. You shouldn't feel like you're in a box. None of those things should be present when you're in a good God-centered relationship, period. It should be refreshing. So ladies, like I said earlier, make sure you're being the friend that you want someone to be to you, and check for the red flags. It's okay to want to become friends with someone off of similarities, but make sure you're not moving off that alone, because you could be similar to someone and y'all lacking a lot of things that will not keep the friendship going or growing. So yeah, y'all, we are coming to the end of this video about friendships and how that looks for us women in our 20s. And I hope that y'all got something from this. If you did, let me know what you got from it, something that stood out to you down in the comment section below. And make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you follow me on all social medias at MSJa'Niyah. And this is the end of Talking with J'Niyah episode 2. See y'all later.